that gone a whole lot better for Gino? It looked like, especially starting with the second period, he looked like Gino.
He sure did. I thought he had a really strong game for us. You know, obviously, you know, we were hopeful that he'd have an immediate impact, and to score 2 goals like he did tonight, set up an empty netter on one of Karts' goals was quite an impact on the game. But you know, I think our strength and conditioning guys, our medical team, and Ty Hennis, our skills coach, I think have done a terrific job with Gino behind the scenes for a long time here, getting him ready. And I think Gino himself has done a terrific job just being committed and trying to get back in as timely a fashion as he could. And obviously we're reaping the benefits of his impact out there tonight.
What's the biggest thing he brings to your team that you might be missing when he's not playing?
Oh, I just think he brings so much. He makes us so much harder to play against. I think it makes matchups difficult for our opponents. You know, he's such a threat offensively. He commands the puck every time he's on the ice for the most part. I thought his line was really good all night long. And when you have Sid's line and then you have Gino's line, I just think it's a lot to handle from an opponent standpoint when you're trying to figure out, you know, what your matchups want to be, and he just brings that added dimension to our overall team game. Not to mention the impact that he has on the power play. You know, I think he's a real good power play player. He's got a great shot. He's got playmaking ability. He brings an element of unpredictability to our power play with some of his instinctive play. So it's hard to, you know, I could go on and on about the impact that he has and how he makes us a better team, but for me, it's I think that's why this team has had the success that it's had over the years with, you know, with the core players here and Sid and Gino being at the very forefront of that. It's just that for me, they've been one of the, you know, the best 1-2 punch in the league for a decade plus.
Well, it seemed like you had Carter take on some of the responsibilities that Malkin normally would. He took a lot of draws, seemed to have some of the defensive responsibilities that Malkin would normally. Are you satisfied with the way Carter handled that part of the job? Yes,
that was part of the thought process when putting Karts on Gino's line. You know, he's a real good defensive player. He's good on face-offs. He's a right-handed shot, so you know he could take him on his backhand on the right side. And you know, whether or not Gino, we weren't sure if he was going to be comfortable in the face-offs. It's been a long time since he's taken a face-off in a hockey game, so we wanted to make sure that we surrounded Gino with the right people that could help him have success. You know, he has chemistry with Cappy offensively, and I think Karts brings a kind of a defensive conscience to that line, with the ability to play center and take face-offs, play down low if we need him to. But he also has a scoring touch, as we saw in the first period. So that was part of the thought process going into the line combination tonight.
Mike, I don't know if Anaheim had a real good look at all in the third period. What did you guys do so well in the final 20 minutes to kind of silence their attack?
I just think we just kept trying to play the game the right way, and you know, not force plays that weren't there, but more importantly, not sit back and sit on the lead. We were trying to play on our toes. We were trying to play in the offensive zone. We were trying to score the next goal. We just wanted to do it the right way. And you know, Anaheim has a real good opportunistic rush game. You know, they've got a quick strike capability with some of their players. You know, with Getzlaff and Zegras and Terry, and you know, they've got a mobile decor. We just wanted to make sure we were defending in numbers, and we were tracking hard and putting back pressure on the puck, trying to make it difficult for them to create off the rush, because we knew that was one of the biggest strengths of their team, and I thought our guys were committed there most of the night, but in particular in the third period.
Mike, how about Tristan Jarry? He didn't see a huge number of shots, but it seemed like the ones he did face, a lot of them were high quality. Just how you evaluate how he played tonight?
I thought he was real solid. You know, he made a 10-bell save on our penalty kill there earlier in the game. And like you said, I don't think he had to make a lot of grade A saves, but the ones that he did were solid quality chances, and he was there to make the save for us. And that's what he's done for us all year. I thought, you know, when Tristan's at his best, a lot of times he makes the save look easy. But there were a couple of high quality looks. Give Anaheim credit. They've got a pretty good offensive team, and they had a couple of looks, and the ones that they did, Tristan was there to make the save for us.
It's obviously a pretty small sample size, Mike, but what do you make of Bjorkqvist as a penalty killer?
I think he's done a good job. You know, he's learning on the job, so to speak. It's a much bigger challenge killing penalties at this level than it is at the American League level. But he has good awareness. He has aptitude. I think he's picking up the details of our penalty kill. He has a willingness to block shots. He's a big body. He's strong on the boards. And his pace is really improved this year, so he can get to pucks quicker. So I think he's done an admirable job here. You know, when you look at some of the players we have out of the lineup right now, we have 3 forwards that are penalty killers that are out of the lineup, and Kasper's been a big part of filling that void for us. I thought he did a real good job tonight.